Yes, DiscReplay is marketed as a video game store, but it's so much more. We carry so many different items, not just video games, from my favorite electronics to movies, to manga, to figurines, to Lego sets. We have so much stuff. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody that comes in, no matter who you are.
This is one of the newest DiscReplay locations, right in Toledo, Ohio. And today, the staff will tell us why this store is awesome and show off that DiscReplay is more than just a game store. Let's meet with the new manager, Dakota. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, good. It's nice to be here in DiscReplay Toledo. Go ahead, introduce yourself, what you do here, and how long you've been working here.
My name is Dakota. I am the store manager. I've been here for about a month now. Loving every minute of it.
That's super sweet. Well, Dakota, it's nice to have you here. So Dakota, what would you say is like your favorite media between games, movies, and music?
I'd have to say my favorite media between all those would be video games. It's something that I've been in my hands since I can remember.
Since you've been here, what would you say is like your favorite section of the store?
My favorite section of the store would have to be the Pokemon cards over here.
You want to take us over there?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here in the Pokemon card section. Just quickly, like, of what you guys have in stock right now, what's your favorite card?
Oh, so this Lugia right here, I think that thing is so cool. Silver holds a special place in my heart, and so just to see that beautiful Lugia card, it's very cool.
So you mentioned before we walked over here that your favorite media that we sell is games.
Yes.
What is your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of all time would be Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP, but I didn't play it until it came out on the Switch. So that was the version that I got to play, and I beat it all the way through. I love that game.
What's like your origin story with video games? Do you remember like the first game you played or like maybe a core memory with video games?
The first system that impacted me would be the Nintendo 64. Super Mario 64, Mario Kart, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, all those games they pretty much influenced my childhood. I still have them all physical. Donkey Kong 64. I love those games. I can't speak highly enough about them.
Do you find that being a fan of video games helps you now managing a game store?
Oh, 100%. There's always random facts or a customer's coming in here looking for a retro item, and some of the staff, you know, they won't know very many Nintendo 64 games or GameCube games, and so that's when I can step in and help, and you know, that's a customer connection that we're able to make.
Do you think that you could build a starter bundle for someone who is just getting into maybe a certain console or a game series that you love?
Oh, for sure.
All right, let's see what Dakota would pick.
I would choose the Nintendo 64.
The Nintendo 64, what a console this is. Revolutionized 3D gaming with Mario 64. Great console. What games do you have picked out for us?
So for the games, I've got Pokemon Stadium. Love Pokemon Stadium.
Such a good game.
It is. Got Banjo-Tooie, the sequel to one of the best games I've ever played, Banjo-Kazooie. This might be a bit underrated, but it's Tetrisphere. Tetrisphere is so good on the Nintendo 64. My mom's favorite game. Duke Nukem 0 Hour, WCW NWO Revenge.
I've heard really good things about that game.
Oh yeah, my brother plays it all the time. Still to this day, he absolutely loves it. It's one of his favorite games. And then my personal favorite would be Star Fox 64.
And that just got remade on the Switch too.
It did, and honestly, it's just as good. I go back and I play this all the time.
Well, that's one heck of a starter bundle. Thank you for showing us that. So Dakota, what would you say is a fun fact that you might have unexpectedly learned since working at DiscReplay that lives in your head rent-free?
So the Switch 2, anything that has, it specifically states Switch 2 edition on it, the red cartridge will actually play on your original Switch. It just won't play with the added bonuses like the improved resolution, frame rate, etc. But they are backwards compatible.
That's sweet. I'm glad that Nintendo did that.
Yeah, me too.
What would you say is like the biggest change that you've seen in the store since you started working here?
We got an Asian food section that I've delved into many times.
What's your favorite thing that you found?
So my favorite thing is the fried egg yolk chips. They taste just like the crispy bits of like a fried egg. These guys, I love these.
What would you say is your number one reason that someone should stop into DiscReplay Toledo today?
We pay cash for used video games and accessories.
That is the number one reason that someone should come into DiscReplay Toledo today. What is something about this store that makes it stand out to any other game store?
I guess I would have to say our electronics section. So things like the Meta glasses, we take TVs, monitors, iPads, smartwatches, AirPods, things along that. A lot of customers, when they come in, they don't expect us to be selling those kinds of things.
If you had to recommend another game store in the area, what would you choose?
It's not in the area, but it's called The Exchange. I love that one. It's like out in Cleveland.
I'm Alyssa. I am a sales associate here at DiscReplay Toledo. I've been here for about 3 months now, maybe 4.
Alyssa, of the media that we have here at DiscReplay, you got games, movies, and music. What would you say is like your favorite?
For me, it's probably the video games.
Video games.
Yeah.
Now, diving a little bit deeper into the store, if you had to say you had a favorite section of the store, what would that be, and can you take us to it?
My favorite section has to be the PS2 and PS1 games.
All right, that sounds like a good deal. You want to take us to it?
Yeah. And we're here. This is the PS1 and PS2 section at DiscReplay. It's almost half of a whole aisle.
So, Alyssa, you mentioned that your favorite media has to be video games. What would you say is like your favorite game?
My favorite game is probably Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PS2.
That's a really good game.
Yeah.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
And from there, I think my second, probably almost tying, is Final Fantasy VII.
What is like your origin story with games? Like, how'd you get started?
The PS2 was like our family system, but for me, my first system for myself was a DS Lite. I had Pokemon Black and Pokemon Soul Silver, and I would play them all the time up until nighttime. I would hide my DS under my bed, like under my pillow at night, and I would play it at night when I was supposed to be sleeping.
If someone was just getting into video games today, what would be your top recommendations for them to start?
The Switch is a pretty good universal console. If you want to get into any sort of adventure game and you just want to get a taste of the vibe without it being too hard, I think Breath of the Wild is a really good start.
So I guess the next question I'd have for you is, what's maybe a fun fact that you've learned about a game since working here that's remained rent-free in your head?
Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be for the N64. That's why it looks the way it does, but it was way too huge for the console, so they split it up into 3 discs and they put it on the PS1.
Next question for you would be, what's maybe an example that you've seen of a customer or maybe a teammate thriving or discovering joy in the store?
Earlier today, this young boy came in looking for Punch-Out for the Wii, and we had one in stock. We couldn't find it, and our manager Dakota found it last minute, and this kid said, "Yeah!" He was so loud with it. He was so excited.
What would you say is one of the most unique or underrated items that you've ever seen come in the store?
I think one of the coolest things that we have right now is a complete in-box copy of The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Yeah.
That is awesome. If you got the opportunity to have a $500 spending spree at DiscReplay, do you think you could take us through what you'd buy?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I think I already see it. So
Yep, it's right there.
with your basket, let's see, this is $249.99. So if we're going pre-tax, that's half your budget at $250. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
All right,
I
it's worth
think
it.
so.
All right, let's see what you spend your other $250 on.
Okay. Next, I definitely buy the TV. I'd buy the TV.
And that's at $224.99. CRT TV, man, are these things cool.
I don't have one, and I would love to buy this one, but it's a little too big for where I live right now. So.
All right, well, I mean, you got $25 left. Are you you got anything else in mind? Are you cool with what you got?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Okay, let's see.
Right there.
And your last item would be, a glorious game.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best games ever made, guys.
Oh, yeah, I love this game.
So beautiful.
I
right.
have the second one already, so.
Well, that pretty much sums it up. You got like $10 left, but, you know, I'm sure that you can peruse the store and find something really sweet for $10.
I'm sure I could find many things for $10.
What would you say is your number one reason that someone should visit DiscReplay Toledo today?
We get I've seen new Pokemon singles come in like every single day. If you're into Pokemon, we get new Pokemon singles in every single day. I think that's one of our our strongest categories right now, for sure.
Well, Alyssa, thank you so much for your time today.
My name is Mr. Dr. Isaac M. Hill Jr. III. I'm also known as the man known in many nations. I've been working with DiscReplay for about 7 years, and right now I'm overseeing our newest store, which is the Toledo location, but I'm straight out of Livonia.
Sounds fantastic. I love every opportunity I get to talk to you. You're such a fun guy to talk to. Of the things that we sell here at DiscReplay, Isaac, what is like your favorite?
I'm a tech guy, so I'm going to have to say the electronics.
Would you say that the tech section is your favorite?
Absolutely.
Would you mind taking us over to the electronics section at DiscReplay Toledo?
Let's ride.
All right. All right, we're here at the electronics section. What would you say is like your favorite piece of tech that you're fiddling with right now?
Probably my iPad. It's the newest one, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
With the M4 chip. Real smooth. The screen, the OLED screen, oh my God, magnificent. When I pick up a regular iPad, like an A16 or something like that, it's a huge difference.
What would you say is like your earliest memory of like falling in love with technology?
I think it started with my iPhone 4. It was the first touchscreen phone I ever had in my life. Being able to have games and be able to do things like make music and all that straight from my phone was like something that I went crazy about. So since then, I just fell in love with electronics. From Galaxy phones to Galaxy tablets to iPhones, Apple Watches, MacBooks, iPads, you name it, I've touched it.
Do you find that being such a tech whiz helps you as an employee at DiscReplay?
Absolutely. So when customers come in with questions about laptops or tablets or just recommendations that they need for those types of things, they can see me. Usually it's more about what they're looking for, what they need the item for, and I kind of put them in the right direction. Even with my coworkers, not everyone is a tech whiz like I am, so there may be a certain person trying to test a MacBook, for instance, may not know where to go to reset it. I can easily show them that and let them do their job that way.
Since you've been working with DiscReplay, what would you say is like a fun fact that lives in your head rent-free?
Randomly, I found out you can use about any wired controller on a PS3 console. Don't know why that is the case, but I've seen someone put a wired Switch controller into a PS3 and they're able to play just fine.
That's insane. I got to get a PS3 and test that out now.
Oh yeah, we got them. Yeah, plenty of them.
Perfect.
Get them from here.
Get them from here.
One stop, one shop, DiscReplay.
What would you say is the best example that you've seen of maybe a customer or a teammate thriving or discovering joy in the store?
There was a customer who came in, didn't know she wanted an Xbox 360, but she saw that we carried them because there was one in the showcase. She literally started bawling her eyes out because she hadn't played an Xbox 360 in so long. We had the 360 as well as the Saints Rose game she was looking for, and she was like, "Don't look at me like I'm crazy. You've seen people cry before. I have not seen people cry before over buying an Xbox 360, but hey, that made her day, and she was very joyous about it, so I'm glad that we had that for her."
What would you say is the biggest change that you've seen in this store since you've been operating here?
When I first got here, one of the biggest changes we made were the change to our music section, so our vinyl records and CDs.
Let's see where the new spot is now.
All right.
Because it used to be literally right here, right?
Yeah, literally right here.
All right, and then its new location is over. A lot of really sweet vinyl.
Still have a whole lot of vinyl, still have a whole lot of CDs, but what we did, we moved our displays over to this wall, but we put the things that people would probably be looking for over here. Like we have some Taylor Swift, we have Doom, the Dark Ages soundtrack, we have the Minecraft movie soundtrack, a Tupac record. Come on now, who could beat that? People have been shopping it. A lot of empty spaces from when we first moved over here, so I think they found a permanent home.
What would you say is the most unique or underrated item that you've seen come in this store before?
First thing that comes to my mind is a Pikachu N64.
And that's a sweet looking console.
Sweet looking console, but we got it complete in box with all the good stuff.
What is your number one reason that someone should come to DiscReplay Toledo today?
Honestly, come for the experience. One thing that we pride ourselves in having is a mega selection where every time you come in, it's a treasure hunt. You'll find something that you didn't even know you were looking for, and the spark in your eye that will come will be well worth it.
What do you think makes DiscReplay stand out to any other type of game store?
I think the biggest thing is that, yes, DiscReplay is marketed as a video game store, but it's so much more. We carry so many different items, not just video games. from my favorite electronics, TVs, monitors, tablets, laptops, VR headsets, to movies, to manga, to figurines, to Lego sets. We have so much stuff, so there's a little bit of everything for everybody that comes in, no matter who you are.
All right, well, Isaac, thank you so much for your time today.
No problem, Matt.
My name is Bella. I have been at DiscReplay for just under 3 months, I want to say.
Bella, of the media that we sell here at DiscReplay, what would you say is your favorite? Like games, movies, music?
So I have 3. I really like the manga, I love the figures, and I also love like the tablets and the tech that we get in.
You want to talk about manga?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. Would you say that the manga section is your favorite?
Yeah.
All right. Would you mind taking us over there? If you had to say, what is your favorite manga of all time?
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
Like most definitely.
What's like your origin story with manga and anime? Like that first read or maybe a first watch, what would you say?
So I started out with anime as a kid. I could not sleep very well, and so I would watch like Cartoon Network, and then after a certain time it would turn into Adult Swim and Toonami. And I also really loved drawing and seeing this different style that I had never seen before. It just kind of like, I felt like a spark, and I have not let go of it since.
I love especially your guys' manga section right now because you guys have the greatest piece of fiction that's ever been written. Did you know that? Oh, that's ever been written?
Grail.
Oh, I want this to come home with me today. Do you find that being a fan of manga helps you as an employee at DiscReplay?
Absolutely, I do. Anime and manga is more popular than ever. I get to connect with people, I get to hear their stories about, you know, why they love something, and I get to share my own personal passion about it. So this is definitely my favorite section. I love when people come in and ask about it.
If you were building a starter bundle for someone getting into manga, what would you pick for them?
Like my first anime and my first manga was Attack on Titan, and I see it right there, so I would definitely recommend Attack on Titan. I also see Haikyuu. I would very much recommend Haikyuu. It's a silly, goofy volleyball anime. It gets very intense though, not in a crazy way, but it is very interesting. Definitely Naruto and Bleach. Those ones are an ultimate classic. You can't really go wrong reading them.
What's kind of perfect about this starter bundle is you guys here at DiscReplay Toledo have buy 3 get 1 on manga, right?
We do.
So if you grabbed all 4 of these, one of them would be free. What would you say is your #1 reason that someone should come into this store today?
I would definitely say nostalgia. Literally, as we walk through this section, I am seeing so many things from my childhood, and I look back on it and sometimes I just smile because it reminds me of, like, you know, good times. You had no worries and you could just sit in front of the TV and melt your brain.
If you had to recommend another game store nearby, what would you say?
I definitely, I like Toledo Game Room. Have only been there a couple of times, but the times I've been in there, I have not been disappointed.
Well, Bella, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
And then now you get the unique opportunity as the manager. You have a special manager question. So your question...
So if you had one weapon from any video game that you've played to survive a zombie apocalypse, what weapon are you choosing?
I would have to go, it's not necessarily a weapon, but I would just want the Kamehameha. You know, I feel like I could just mow down waves of zombies with the Kamehameha.
I feel like that's a good answer. I think that would fair you enough. I would consider that a weapon. Your hands are the weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Dakota, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video by DiscReplay. Subscribe for more videos today, and check us out on Instagram and Facebook at DiscReplay Official.